4. So, or maybe take 3. Anyways, yeah, I forgot to mention the entire point of the last take. I was trying to show you the class with the most tasks because I didn't want you to think like I wasn't doing anything or like the class was simple. It's a range of topics. I showed you that there were 36 tasks for my leadership communications class, but what I didn't show you is the class with the most tasks. And I thought it was the leadership communications, my 300 level course, 36 activities, so to say. But apparently it's not. It must be my public speaking class. I'm thinking it's my public speaking. I'm thinking it's my public speaking class. No. Wow, it must be my 100 level course. It's my senior year of college. Looking to graduate. Wasn't really elated about having to take 100 level courses again, but God knows what he's doing. Like, he has everything worked out in his own plan. Oh my God, that's really good. Hold on, 2 of 13. I only have 13. I swore there was a class that I had 78 tasks to do. Maybe they changed it. Let me take another look. $17, $13, and 36. Okay, maybe that's what it was. So maybe the total of all 36 and 17 is 46 plus 7. What? 53 plus another 13. 53. And that would be 66 tasks. Assignment, so to say. That's not including the reading. That's just like the things that I have to turn in. For example, like, this class is pretty simple. Not necessarily, because this class does have a midterm exam, which I have to go to the library and take the exam with the proctor. There's balancing factors, but yeah, it's really exciting time. So yeah, that's like the assignments that I have to turn in. For example, like, there is 7. And actually, you could add another 2 to each of the discussion forums, because not only is it graded for the discussion forum, it's graded for the 2 replies, which is pretty simple to do, but so it's actually 3 tasks in 1 for each discussion forum. That's for pretty much all 3 classes as far as the discussion forums are considered. For the case analysis, it's pretty much 1 task each, and my mentor hasn't graded that yet, but I guess I should settle with the fact that I'm entertaining you, video. I swear I was trying to cut the camera off and try to get back to work, but somehow I'm entertaining you. Am I entertaining you? Analysis, discussion forum, 6, exercise and influence, 3 red posts. So this is what I'm on now. And yesterday's post. maybe I shouldn't be showing you my class. It's like not a disclaimer, but like I didn't invade you. Oh, I did get a reply. Anika, hit me back. Hit me back. So we were supposed to write about power, and so I wrote about power. Which was what the chapter was on, chapter 5. So I ended with giving a more like semantical definition of power, reference and in contrast and comparison to the physics definition of power. So check it out. And then with my other task for yesterday, which I mentioned to you in the video that I took at Olivia Rainey Library, that I had 5 tasks, so that was one of the assignments. 3 was reading and 2 was something that having to turn something in. And so the other tasks that I had to do was public speaking. Public speaking. Had a discussion forum. Which again, for each discussion forum, you have the initial post and then the 2 reply posts. What was that post on? I can't remember. Yeah, I wrote it on homebuilding and reference to www.dcwdcw.com. Davon Chadewic White Incorporated, a real estate, music, and think tank venture. Check it out. The topics for yesterday, I took a simple, easy approach to answering the questions versus a more involved, like detailed, overly sourced, overly worked approach. So writing, I just did it simpler. And I made a few word mistakes in this one. I think it's balanced out in the content. Like, I made 2 wrong grammatical errors, but the content I thought was really attention grabbing, something that we cover in my public speaking class currently. It's like a couple days ago I'm reading. There's the Code of Ethics for the home building industry in Denver, which I subscribe to as a member of a home building community. Check me out at www.dcwdcw.com. Davon Chadewic White Incorporated is Davon Chadewic White Incorporated is a real estate, music, and think tank venture. Check it out. Still waiting for my first client. Anyways, I gotta get back to class, guys. Yeah, I was gonna say that it's really. You want me to read something for you? You want me to read something? For you? Huh? Discovering Discovering how others assess your competence, trustworthiness, and dynamism is an excellent way to start building your credibility as a leader. Write yourself on the credibility skills on the first application exercise on pages 195 to 196 in this chapter. Then ask someone else to rate you and compare the responses. Will probably rank higher on you will probably rank higher on one dimension credibility than others. You will probably rank higher on one dimension. You will probably rank higher on one dimension of credibility than others. In addition, your self-ratings might be either above or below the ratings you receive from your partner. Once you've targeted dimensions of credibility, most need of improvement, you can start to change your behavior in order to generate more favorable impressions. 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 In chapter 1, we call this process impression management. So in this topic, we're talking about building credibility. It's a pretty good one. I like it. Sorry, I'm recording. It's my first time recording my hip hoppiness, my rap schedule, my rap structure on camera. Actually, my first YouTube video was on me rapping at Brittany Beauty School, some hip hop I wrote in New York City, but lost that channel due to quote-unquote pornography, even though I justified it as educational, which it was. I mean, considering the fact that sex is a matter, that's how we all get here, first of all. And then the second part about it is they teach it in middle schools and maybe elementary schools, not elementary schools, but at least middle schools, sex ed and stuff like that. So it's educational. I mean, I don't understand any other argument about that, actually. So yeah, discovering how others assess your competence. Why I don't know why I'm like musically speaking to you, considering the fact that I was just supposed to be reading, and which I'm going to turn the camera off so that I can complete. But yeah, this should put me at 500 videos on YouTube, 500 video clips on YouTube. It's a celebration. So check me out. 2 entities, a company, and 500 videos on YouTube. So one or both I'm trying to get funded. One or both I'm trying to get, as you can see in a recent prayer request video that I made at church. And another video that I talked about, I bring in the issue to hopefully get my videos to go globally viral to this class, my mass communications class. I actually did mention it to my professor in the class, and a forum. Guys, can I please turn the camera off so that I can get back to work? Well, I would like to be graduating September 2019. It's the 3rd of January 2019 today. So I asked my professor in the private student mentor forum, I mentioned to her about my YouTube channel. Actually, I mentioned a number of issues. I didn't have her in class, so I couldn't ask her all the questions. I have her online, so I asked her that way. But my title. Maybe some of you guys are blind, so you can't see this, so I'll read what I wrote to her. This is a mass communications class. Maybe you can help. Maybe we can figure out how to get my 6 YouTube channels and over 300 video clips, now 500 video clips, to go viral. Can you help? what I mentioned to my professor there. She said, "I'm sorry, but yeah, this is something outside of my area of expertise." Well, I have to take Mass Comm 2, another intro class next semester. Anyways, this is Mass Comm 1. I have to take Mass Comm 2 as well. So maybe that instructor will be able to help me. If you have any suggestions, hit up the suggestion box, the comment box beneath. But yeah, so not only did I mention that there to her, I went to the class lounge and hold up, let me go back one step. Yeah, I mentioned in the class lounge. Where is it at? Oh, there it is, class lounge. That same thing. Did I get any replies yet? Not really. Nope, not one. Guys, respond to me. I'm begging. I really need this for myself and to help other people out as well. I know I will be helping. If only one, and I can beat one, I can help more than one. See, same question. So in the class lounge. Trying to help the real estate industry and be helped by the real estate industry, as well as the think tank industry and the global educational industry, by allowing students to see and practice their way out of poverty and into making money and helping the community of people in the universe. So there it is. I certainly didn't mention it in the class lounge. But, okay, I'm at 17 minutes and 25 seconds. Anything else I need to say? I gotta get out of here. But I will refuse to leave. A voice said, go now. Just go to the library and do the reading there. I'm like, nah, I think I'll finish reading the first part so that when I get to the library, it'll be easier for me to have that already done. So, that's what I'm gonna be doing. Anyways, I don't want to bore you with one view. There's so much else to see outside, and that's why we're going to take a walk. I'm not going to record the entire walk. I will record like the arrival at the library and the entrance probably to the design library at NC State. So I've been to 4 or 5, and I probably won't get the 5th on camera because I won't need to. I will have met my quota of 500 video clips, which you guys shouldn't complain about because you haven't even checked them out yet. Maybe upon getting the views, I'll add that last video. But yeah. So I've been to the veterinarian library. You guys could check that out by going to my website, www.dcwdcw.com, and then clicking on the Facebook icon at the bottom of the website, which will lead you to the Davon Chadewick White Incorporated Facebook business page. It's different than the www.dcwdcw.com Davon Chadewick White Incorporated website. The Facebook link will lead you to my business page, which will allow you to see the post. If you go down, check out my posts, and I have 100 of my videos tied in there just for peripheral allowance of what the CEO is doing, aside from the company work, which some of it is overlapping. Anyways, so yeah, you can check that out there, and so that post will allow you to see whatever I was just talking about, which was I don't know, but it's already available for you, whatever I was talking about. A minute back in the video. I'm just kidding. Yeah, the post will be there. Not only allowing you to see 100 of my videos, but to check out. Never mind. I'll get right back. Well, let's go take a look. So, if you go to my website and you type in, so I'm big on Google Street Maps. I love street maps and stuff like that, and maps. After all, my initials used to stand for the Digital Chart of the World, DCW, but now I don't think it's active. So yeah, check it out. It's loading. So I don't want that house that's on the private street right there. That's the other house that's posted online. It's actually gated, as you can see, but I don't want that one. But I was just thinking, if I ever drove by there, I'm like, okay, that's where the other guy stays. The big home. So yeah, there's the business page, which I will go over with you later at the library too. I have to get back to this reading again. If you click on the Facebook icon, it will go to my Facebook. Actually, I have to log in. Give me a second, guys. I'll be right back. Well, it's showing the page, but I have to log in. I'll be right back. Okay. No, it's not logged in yet. Okay, it should be logging in now. Well, yeah. So let's go back again. So if you go to my website, and there are tabs there, beyond the home page, services and disclaimer tab, real estate, music, and think tank, information about myself and my work for the company, and the edit start. Not that it was documented or is represented through this website, because the work goes back before the corporation, and even the proposal and sending it out to hundreds of bankers. But that point of the work, it was the start of the company, and that's detailed in the President CEO tab, and also there are other information there, as you can see. So from the home page, you can get to the Facebook icon, and that will lead to my business page, but obviously you have to be signed in to do that. And what post was I talking about? So yeah, I have 100 of my videos tied to my business page, and as you can see, they're numbered there on the business page. But that's not what I was talking about. I was actually talking about trying to get, I was trying to get to something else. I was trying to get to a post, I think maybe that was prior to these 100 videos, which I'm not going to search for now. But if you go back to between minute 10 and minute 20, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about, because that's where it was at, between minute 10 and 20. That's a big range, but whatever I was referring to, you'll be able to find it on this page there. So I have to get back to the other thing, and hopefully you guys are able to, at worst, if you can't buy a $7 million home for me or functionally sponsor my company by giving me the $7 million to get the architects, builder, contracts to teams, horticulturists, and all of the permits people and all of the other team together, including there's some other functions as well, builders, contractors, permits persons, architects, horticulturists, wires, electricians, and stuff like that. If you can't give me the $7 million to build the home for you, for my company, to be my first customer, then I'm not gonna say screw you, but I'll say, like, you can still check out the think tank portion of my company, which will allow you to, if you desire to do that, if you desire to make that type of money or purchase a home for me from my company, Davon Chadewick White Incorporated, then you can do so by reaching out to the think tank and get some ideas flowing about how you might be able to do that. So you have to go beyond thinking to acting. So after you think about it, then whatever you come up with, you might want to act on that. Like if you come up with, okay, I've always wanted to be in business of, fashion. I want to start a fashion business. Well, obviously to afford a home for me for $7 million, it's not going to be a mom and pop's fashion store on the corner unless you're going to take it globally online, which global communications are available to every individual on the earth at this point, considering the internet. Thank God for Bill Gates, which is why he's super duper like the richest man in the world, because he created a commodity for the entire world, just like food or corn. Like everybody has to eat to live. Everybody pretty much has to have the internet to live now. But yes, so yeah, you certainly have options for taking your product global, and then once you make that global money, then you should be able to afford a home for me. And from you guys that already are able to, feel free to give me a call, or you banks that want to finance it. There's two options we can go about this. Either the customer can pay first hand right off, and I'll build the home for them. I will build that home for them, or the other thing is the banks can finance it, which I prefer the customer option actually. Banks or investors could finance it, and I could just start building and start looking to sell those homes. I'd rather build upon order, so pre-orders. I'd rather work with the customer. But I've already reached out to investors and bankers, obviously hundreds of them, about the venture. So, yeah, that's the idea. I'm sorry, I don't mean to bore you with foolish business talk. Actually, for you business people, I actually do. But for you that aren't business minded, I don't. But grow up, like step up a little bit higher, like get on the business forum, and so learn something new, try something new. I've had to in college. We've all had to, and we all have to go through things we like and we don't. Everybody on this planet. So yeah, why not? And so yeah. That's exciting. And okay, so I guess the point has been made. But yeah, you can check it out. Again, that tie was between minute 10 and 20 of this video. And feel free to check it out. And I'm going to take you guys to the library, the design library here in Raleigh, North Carolina. It's really exciting. I've never been, and I know they're going to have Wi-Fi, and they're going to have a place for me to read. They're going to have an amazing facility, probably. I'm gonna enjoy reading there and get ideas. I want a library in my house. I've actually had did like 10 libraries, 10 or 12. Again, the veterinarian library, state has 5. The veterinarian library, what's the other one? The DHO library, the James B. Hunt library, which I did a video there recently, the design library, and then the natural resources library, which is the one I haven't been to yet, but that's the last one. Speaking of types of power, from chapter 5 of one of my classes, which would be leadership communications, ecological power is one of the new forms of power. So information power, ecological power, referent power. What are some other ones? And then the other ones, yeah. So I won't give them all to you. You have to take the class for that. I don't even think my school will want me to do that, but I mean I could, but obviously I have other tests. Anyways, you can check me out there. Yeah, there's 7 types of power, and my favorite one. Oh yeah, so one is legitimate power, and there are other ones. There's like 7 of them. It would have been maybe 5, but with the 2 new ones, ecological power, which obviously involves the environment, but technology as well. So I made a note in my annotation that ecological power, the new one, obviously involves the environment, but the environment and technology and something else. So it's not like the environment or technology or something else. It definitely involves the and. Because it has to involve the environment for it to be ecological, right? Anyways, check me out. This is gonna suck uploading because this video is 31 minutes, 32 minutes now, and I am not a fan. Anyways, yeah, I have to move on back to Raina. God bless you. I'm at 500 videos now, and I hope that you check them out, support it, and whatever you have to do in order to, get that done. So